Let's talk about how to get rid of swollen legs, ankles, and feet. There is a very important vitamin to correct this, but there are two other things that you need to also get from the diet. Of course, the obvious one is potassium. The problem with potassium is that it's not easy to get from the diet because we need so much. An average person needs 4,700 milligrams. If you were to eat one banana, that's like 300 milligrams, so how many times does 300 go into 4,700? Let's take a look. You would have to consume 15.6 bananas every day just to get your potassium. But the problem with that is that's going to be hard. And also that's a lot of sugar, so instead of doing that, you might be better off doing like avocados, more salad, and even more fruit like berries. You can get a lot of potassium from that. Now, the other mineral magnesium is behind something called ATP, which is the energy currency of the body. And yes, you're going to get cramps if you have magnesium problems, but also you're going to have a lack of energy. So to get magnesium, you probably need to consume more pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds as well as leafy greens. But you don't need 4,700 like potassium, you need about 420 milligrams of magnesium. You can also get both of these from a good electrolyte powder, but just to make sure that the electrolyte powder is high quality, and it doesn't have the hidden sugars all right. So that will fix the pump. But the very reason why the pump went bad is what we want to talk about next. And that is the deficiency of vitamin B1. So I want to show you in this little, very simple chart here. I'm being very sarcastic. It's a huge biochemical chart. You can see all this chemistry stuff going on right here, and this stuff right here. When you eat sugar in the body, it starts here, and then it has to be broken down into a smaller sugar molecule called glucose, and then it has to enter the machine to be turned into energy in order for it to go from this step to this step. This one little enzyme requires vitamin B1. If you don't have enough, then you will not be able to use that as energy. One cause of a B1 deficiency is consuming too much carbohydrates in the refined form. For example, if you eat all this refined sugar without B1, now the body has to pull from its reserves. We have to pull it from different tissues and organs and glands, and eventually you're going to be deficient. And that B1 is also very important as an antioxidant to protect the nerves. This is why when you run out of B1, you get peripheral neuropathy, which is tingling and numbness and burning on the bottom of your feet. The point is that B1 is so important in carbohydrate metabolism and protecting you against a lot of carbohydrates. And when I say protection, I'm talking about the protection against this glycation, this sugar connecting to the protein. B1 keeps these apart so you don't destroy your blood cells and you have good circulation, because you have to realize as soon as that connects to it, it's permanent. So magnesium, potassium, and B1 is the solution to swollen ankles, but you also have to get the sugar out of the diet, because as soon as you go back to eating the refined carbohydrates, the swelling comes back.